Trash Blood Horrorcast is a mixture of horror movies, spooky stuff, and goofy dipshit comedy. Funny laugh laugh. You've been warned.
Demons to some, angels to others.
Keep away! The power's mine!
You shouldn't have buried me. I'm not dead.
Trash blood up in the motherfucking house. I'm a goddamn shitting ass fucking mouse looking for your cheese, getting on my knees saying please. Horror movies. Just like I was saying to Maddie earlier on the phone, when I can freestyle for so long when I'm by myself and no one's looking, and that sounds stupid for a 38-year-old bearded white man to say, but it's true. I can like be walking around the house clean and like do like at least a minute or a minute and a half, and then I get like somebody like, you know, in front of somebody. I'm like, here's 5 bars, and then I say something that makes absolutely no sense at all, like any of it made sense in the first place. But yeah, welcome to Trash Blood Horrorcast, everybody. We're not rappers, we're horror nerds, basically. And yeah, if you haven't noticed, BJ is back on the show co-hosting with us yet again. So that's pretty fucking awesome. Yeah. And we got Maddie in the house like a motherfucking mouse looking for that cheese on your knee.
Yeah, I don't like that one, but yeah.
You young kids and your dabbing. I can't do it. Is it something like this?
Yeah, but you gotta be dumber about it. Like
you gotta be
kind of like flick your wrist.
What you do is you take this little glass tube and you put it down, you get it really hot, and you stick it down in THC oil.
Yeah.
And that's how you do a dab.
Like when people do this, it's because they burnt their hands. Like, ow! or is it ow? I don't even know how to do it right.
That's pretty close.
I'm 38 and I don't need to know how to dab.
I think it's this.
That's
right
just
here.
how it is. Oh, there it is. I'm all like, ow!
Yeah, there's
All right,
two
DJ.
kinds of people with their dabbing.
I got one thing for you, and one thing for you only. That's a sentence right there, guys. Are you gonna rap?
He's gonna run out of breath soon.
Me? Oh, do I have to rap? Oh, fuck.
You're just like, this beat fucking, yeah, man, I like this shit.
Yeah, dude.
Every like last episode, we were starting out with rapping then, too. I guess this is just what we do now. But what do you think about...
Just here to give my opinion on the horror movies you might be interested in. So we're here to give you a little insight of some horror movie shit that might be a delight.
Boom, boom, we're really good hip-hop artists.
Yeah, we are. Look out, Eminem. No, I'm just
Maddie, do you want to rap or beatbox?
I can't do either.
Well, shit.
You've
If you guys listen to the last episode, it was a dying train. We called Maddie's beatboxing a dying train on the last episode.
It like the first 3 parts of it start out really well, and then I forget what the fuck I'm doing, and I'm just like.
She sounds like a robot guy, like hitting the head with a baseball bat or something all of a sudden. But I'm really good at it, so you know.
Nice.
But yeah, guys, BJ's back on the show. Glad to have you back on, man. We missed you, and like now we got my sister on here too. So I think it's gonna be fun with all 3 of us on here. And like we've been changing shit up. We're trying to do games and like trivia, stuff like that. We're still doing the scripts at the end of each episode. And everybody bear with us. Like if you're listening to this usually on like Spotify or iTunes, whatever you listen to it on the past, I'm working on getting like all our YouTube videos on there as well. I think there's a way you can just rip the sound from the video. So, you know, not everybody watches podcasts on YouTube. This is a big transition. So, I mean, if you're watching and enjoying it, you know, keep watching, and eventually you'll be able to hear these YouTube episodes on, you know, Spotify and those platforms as well. But we also have like how many episodes on Spotify and iTunes and all that shit? Like 34, 35?
Quite a bit, yeah.
So yeah, just look up Trash Blood Horrorcast. We have tons of episodes like you haven't heard if you're new to this YouTube show that we're doing. And We have so many fucking funny scripts, dude. I randomly put on our scripts like when I'm weed eating or shit like that, and I laugh like a fucking idiot, man. I'm just like, you like weed eating? Like if someone drives by and sees me out in the country weed eating and going, they probably think of like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like Weed Eater Massacre, motherfucker,
Yeah, there you
or something.
Go. The Weed Eater Massacre.
Halloween's coming
the
up,
Arkansas Weed Eater Massacre. That's what.
You could make that a costume this year for Halloween.
What would I be?
Stand out by the road and like
Leatherface?
weed eat.
Like spin around.
Put like
What would I
chunks
be
of
instead
flesh
of
hanging
like
off of it.
Leatherface though? Would it be like grass face or weed
Yeah.
face or?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
like
just strap
weed
a bunch
face.
of like weed nugs all over your face.
I'm weed face,
Yeah.
man. I'm gonna cut you up with the weed eater. It's gonna take a lot longer than the chainsaw. It's gonna hurt really bad more than anything. You'll probably get away. But
I'm just an
See, I'm a
annoyance at
serial
that
killer,
point.
but I don't actually kill anybody because they get away before I actually kill them.
I'm a serial weed eater abuser. I heard a serial annoyer. I guess getting cut up with a weed eater is probably a little bit more than annoying. Like it's a good idea to have health insurance.
You've shredded some ankles.
It sounded like you're talking about going to the skate park. Yeah, I was out shredding ankles earlier. Was that like a new skate trick? It's like, no, I'm the Arkansas Weed Eater Massacre guy. Weed face. Never heard of it. You know, I'm shredding ankles, bro.
You get registered, have to go door to door and tell people, just so you know, I'm legally required to tell you that I shred some ankles.
But you gotta be like, I be shredding ankles. Girl.
Always shredding ankles.
And even if it's a boy, it doesn't matter who it is. You go, girl, I be shredding ankles, girl.
Girl.
And then
Don't pronounce the L, just grr.
You prove it to them by weed eating their ankles badly, and so they bleed a lot, and they're like, I gotta get stitches. Good thing I got Obamacare, you know.
Right.
That's how life goes. You get your ankles torn up by a fucking power tool, and you gotta fucking use that Obamacare.
Right.
So what did you guys have you guys seen any good horror movies lately or horror shows? Anything good?
I was actually gonna talk about this. Did you ever watch The Babysitter?
Yes, I heard that part two's out, but I haven't seen that one yet.
I watched it last night, dude. It's pretty good. It's got all the same like people.
Nice. I like part one. Maddie, have you seen part one? It's a Netflix movie, The Babysitter.
Yeah, I have seen it.
Nice.
I haven't seen the second one yet. I added it to my list.
Yeah, I saw it on there the other day, but I haven't watched it.
You know, the big thing nowadays, I feel like, is when they're doing sequels and stuff like that. Like, when did the first Babysitter come out? Like 2 years ago?
Something like that. Yeah, not too long ago.
So it's been a little bit of time, you know. But what I noticed they did, which is kind of like what they did with the Jay and Silent Bob reboot and the new Bill and Ted movie, was they basically added some like youth. There was already youth in the first one, but it was more revolving around like the actual cult people rather than the kid. The kid was like tied up in it and trying to get away, but it was more the cult people. This one is more the kid and the cult people are there, and there's like it's pretty good. I say give it a watch. I don't want to give too much of it away.
How many spooky boys?
Oh, dude, probably like at least a 7.
Cool.
I mean, there was some pretty.
That's what
cool
I would have
kills,
guessed.
but
By
there
the way you
wasn't a bunch
described
of
it, I would
kills.
say a 7. But you know the cover they had for it on Netflix though, it kind of looks really cheesy. There's some like big buff dude standing there, and then I can't remember what it was all on there, but you know they have like a picture for all the shows, and it looks like CW shit or something. I don't know
what I say? Okay, so like that did kind of remind me. It is sort of CW-ish, I guess, in a way, but it is pretty violent, and the kills that were in it are really good.
Nice.
The effects are really good. They look,
I enjoyed the first one.
It's just, it's like one of those movies that you come along and it's pretty good, but it's not something that I would really obsess over. That's why I'm only going like 7. You know what I mean? It's not, but I do like the main chick, Samara Weaving.
Is she the same girl that's in Ready or Not?
Yeah, and also Guns.
Have you guys seen Ready or Not?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, it's fucking good, dude.
It's a really good movie, yeah.
I'm gonna go. It's okay. It's been a few months since I've seen it, but if I remember, I ought to go 8.5 at least. for me.
Ready or
But,
Not reminded me when I saw the preview of that movie You're Next. Have you seen that? But the
I don't think
people
so.
that are in the mansion and shit, and like it's like parents are like rich, and there's like a setup to like try to kill them, but they don't really realize that the dude that's setting it up's girlfriend is like a total fucking badass, basically, and like doesn't give a fuck. So she just kind of starts
nice.
like, you know what I mean? And like
it seems like there's a lot of movies with that similar like plot. Like we're all stuck in this house and we got to have some sort of like violent competition. Like
that quarantine life, baby.
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
Would you rather?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one was really good. Have you seen that, BJ?
It's been a long time, but yeah, I have before.
Yeah.
See, I don't like
Ricky
movies
in it?
like that do the like stuff with the eyes. Because there was that part in it where they had like that shit freaks me out. Like
what I liked about it is like I don't know, maybe it's because I was super high too, but like what made me think it was a good horror movie was the anxiety I felt for the people. Like I could actually, I was like putting myself in the situation. It was like making me feel a certain way, and like I don't know, it's like different when a movie like changes your emotion, because a lot of movies you watch and you like it or you don't like it. I mean, doesn't really get too emotional or anything like that. Not that I was getting emotional, but like I just remember feeling anxiety for what was happening and what they had to do and shit like that.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. It was good though. What about you, Maddie? Did you watch anything good recently?
Not horror movie wise. There is a horror movie. It's like a horror comedy that's coming out this November that I'd be interested in seeing. It looks goofy as fuck, but it's called Freaky. Have you seen the trailer for it?
I don't think so.
I don't think
Freaky.
so. No.
It has Vince Vaughn in it, which is fucking weird.
I like Vince Vaughn, actually.
It's basically like a horror-esque type of Freaky Friday, where this killer switches bodies with one of his victims, and she doesn't end up dying. And then he's going around in her body, like killing all her friends and shit. And she has to convince the people.
See that. That sounds cool as shit.
It looks funny, and from the previews, like it looked pretty gory too.
I like that twist on a Freaky Friday thing. Like, it's a good twist. It's like a serial killer version. That's kind of awesome.
Yeah, you should look it up. Watch the trailer when we're done with this. It looks like a perfect blend of like funny and gory and like, I don't know. The girl in it's really familiar. I know her from something, but I can't think of who it is.
Angelina Jolie. Yep.
Definitely not.
Helen
too old.
Hunt from Twister.
Probably Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep from Death Becomes Her.
Yes.
Did I hear something about a remake for that?
Kevin Costner from Movies. No.
There's a remake. There's a remake of Death Becomes Her happening. I'm pretty sure with Margot Robbie.
Really? I like Margot Robbie. It might be because she's like insanely fucking hot. But no, I think
her and Samara Weaving look a lot alike to me.
Yeah, I do too, for sure.
Yeah.
I thought Margot Robbie was in Ready or Not at first. But
I watched. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna say I liked Margot Robbie and Once Upon a Time, blah blah blah. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen that yet.
Yeah.
Me and you went and saw that, didn't we, BJ? At the theater.
The
Tarantino movie.
I know that me and Brittany went and saw it, and it put her into labor.
Really? I think me and you went and saw it too.
It was like pre-labor. We might have, honestly. I mean, that's a good possibility. I
liked her character in that. It wasn't like a huge role, but like, I don't know. She played like a good, like nice person, like kind of cutesy. I think she played her part well, I guess is what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah. But I don't know. She's insanely fucking beautiful though. Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Jesus about it.
Jesus Christ.
Margot Robbie was really hot, and you got to see her pretty much fully naked in Wolf of Wall Street.
I've still never seen that movie. I don't know why I've never seen that movie.
Dude,
I need to watch it.
you would fucking love that movie, dude.
Is it a Scorsese film, or is it Oliver Stone, or who did that shit? Wasn't it Scorsese? Maybe I'm wrong. I can't remember.
I think so. But I'll tell you this much, dude. The first like 5 minutes of the movie is like this montage of like basically Leonardo DiCaprio is like this really rich like Wall Street dude, and he's like young, and so he's got money, and he's literally like blowing coke into this chick's ass and like
For
all this
5
shit,
minutes.
dude. Like literally, dude, the first 5 fucking minutes. So like, watch that movie, dude.
That would be awesome if it
Jonah
was
Hill.
a 5-minute montage of him blowing at different girls'
Look,
butts.
I'll tell you this much: you see Leonardo DiCaprio and Jonah Hill smoke crack in a phone booth.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah, I need to watch it. I don't know why I've seen it.
I need to rewatch
It's really
it.
good, dude. I fucking love it. I think it's great. There's like funny parts in it.
Yeah,
It's crazy how fucked up they get, dude.
dude,
Like, for
DiCaprio is
real.
a fucking great actor, dude. Like Departed,
He's
fucking,
awesome in Wolf of Wall Street.
and Django Unchained, dude.
Yeah.
He plays the
Yeah.
perfect I hate that motherfucker character, you know? And by the way, that's on Netflix again. Django Unchained is probably my favorite Tarantino movie. It's so fucking good. Like Tarantino is my favorite director. I like all of his movies, but like I think Django might be my favorite.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
really
Yeah,
good.
Django's really good too.
Yeah.
I really like Django. Dude, I really liked Hateful Eight.
I did, but I think it's my least favorite Tarantino movie. But I do like it. I
Right.
liked it, but like I would say it was definitely my least favorite. Like I like Django Unchained is probably number 1, and then probably like if you put Kill Bill 1 and 2 together, like
Right.
I love the
Yeah.
Kill Bill movies. They're so fucking cool. Like my favorite movie to watch when I'm drunk, as dumb as that sounds, Kill Bill Volume 1 is like always like I've put it on a few times when I'm drunk, and it's just epic to watch, especially like if you're really zoned into it and the anime part comes on where she's under the bed and like she watches her like her dad get killed, I think.
and
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
That part I'm just like, whoa, it's like fucking it's epic as shit, dude. It's like
Dude,
I don't
and
know.
then right after that part, it switches back to the scene of her and she cuts that dude's fucking head off.
Yeah. Fucking love those movies. I mean, and of
Yeah,
course like
dude.
Pulp Fiction and Inglourious Basterds. There's so many good movies, and like as far as I think he's making 2 more and he says he's done. But
Dude, I've seen a lot of them in theaters.
I have
I'm
too
pretty sure I
since
saw Inglourious Bastards in
Death
theaters.
Proof is fucking awesome. Speaking of horror movies,
Yeah, dude, yeah. I have
Maddie,
that.
have you seen
I
Death
found
Proof?
it.
No, I haven't.
Oh fuck, you gotta watch it. Just watch Planet Terror too while you're at it. The Grindhouse.
I found it. I found it on Blu-ray in perfect format, just like it was in the theater, where it plays with the first preview of Machete, then it plays Planet Terror,
Mm-hmm.
then it plays the fake trailers, then it plays Death Proof, and it plays just like that on the Blu-ray.
That's awesome.
So you got all of that shit, and I worked at the theater when that came out, so I saw Death Proof and Planet Terror in theaters like at least 9 times.
Yeah, one of them was
pretty
with
sure-
me and my ex.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure I brought some friends to go see it. Like, I know I took like a few people to go see that because I was like, dude,
Yeah.
you have to, like, I'm off today. Like, let's just go to the theater, walk right in with my friends. Yep, you're good. It's right in there. You know, it's about to
You know what's
start.
fucked up? Like Grindhouse totally bombed at the theater too. It barely made any money. Like people didn't go. I feel if it came out now and COVID wasn't a fucking thing, of course, I think it would do a lot better now, especially like after. I know the more Tarantino's gone, it's like his movies are being more revered and they're actually like being bigger than they were. They, instead of just a cult classic, they're also like blockbuster movies now, and they still have that like cult classic feel to them as well.
Right. Yeah. I really like Quentin Tarantino. He's like one of my favorite directors next to, my favorite director is Robert Rodriguez. And then I would say Quentin Tarantino, and then probably Eli Roth. And then, dude, I'm not going to lie, man, like Ari Aster is right up there too. Like, I kind of can't wait to see what his next shit.
We talked about Hereditary on an episode not too long ago. That shit's super good. I liked Midsummer all right, but like I thought it could have been a lot shorter, and I kind of lost interest in some of it. I like the style of it though. I mean,
it was very pretty to look at, and the scenery was like awesome, and I liked where they were going with it, but it just didn't feel like it was executed the way it needed to be.
Right.
Yeah,
like everything was all at the end.
Could have trimmed.
Yeah, I was gonna say that ending though. Fuck, dude, that shit's like, God, man.
Yeah.
And then Hereditary, I'm like, I don't think I made it all the way through. I need to watch it again, but I definitely got like at least halfway through where I saw the car wreck and I saw the kid get her head taken off with the telephone pole. And then I saw a little bit of like the grieving with the mom, but then I fell asleep at some point, and I haven't.
Yeah, you definitely got to see it, dude. It's
I've seen some
great,
images.
Dude.
I've seen some images in it where it was like pictures of it, where there's like a dude setting himself on fire, like in her living room or like in her house or some shit.
Something like that. Yeah.
You just gotta watch it.
Yeah, you should watch it before we record next, and then you can tell us what you think about it.
Yeah,
I don't know where it's at.
I watched Midsummer completely all the way through. I was fully invested, and you know it was kind of crazy. Did you notice like all the people that died or got killed were moved to a certain location and like filled with like flowers and like shit like that? Like they have like flowers like sticking out of their mouth and like eye sockets and shit. You know, I'm like, fucked up, dude. Like I just really thought it was super interesting.
And like when the dudes are jumping off the cliffs and just splatting on the rocks.
That part was hard to watch.
I like that, man.
That first,
you know what? I mean, I like the movie. I just, it would have been better if it was just, I don't know, maybe edited shorter or something. But I like it and I respect it. But like, I don't know. I just don't think it's amazing like a lot of people think it is. I mean, it's just my opinion. I think I gave it like 7 Spooky Boys or some shit. But something that I watched, I think I already talked to you guys about, Bill and Ted Face the Music.
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
is it good?
It's fucking great, dude. It's a perfect like part 3. Like I was so fucking happy that it was good. Like I mean, not even, it's like a mixture of nostalgia and like being such a good take on how a third one should be. And it was like a very progressive movie too. It was like a lot of like powerful women parts to the story and whatnot. And I don't know, dude. It was a fucking good movie. And at the end of the movie, like when they were doing, the song that changed the world or whatever, like I don't want to give anything away, but like the movie's about them finally doing the song that changes the world. And they say that in the preview though, so I'm not really giving anything away. But at the end of the credits, like I kind of got a little bit emotional, like a fucking dumb shit. But like, and I've told Jill, and like I totally get it. She like how she makes fun for it. Like, but when I was a kid, like Bill and Ted's movies were kind of like something that kind of helped shape what I was and what I've become. Right. Because like I looked up to them so much in the movies, and I loved the movies so much, and I watched them so many times. I was like, yeah, heavy metal and cool guys.
Yeah, right.
But like, I'm not saying
I loved
cool guy. That's not what I mean. But like, I'm just saying, like, it's like I really looked up to him, and they like helped shape it, like kind of helped shape who I am in some certain way, like a little slither of it. And like, I was so happy with part 3. I was worried going into it, but I saw like there's like some 80s Facebook page or something. There's some Bill and Ted's post, and it was like comment after comment about how good it was. It's like, all right, I'm feeling good about this. Death is back in it. From Bogus Journey, and same dude that's in what's the actor's name again?
William Sadler.
Yes, and he's also in Demon Knight. So
yeah, he is the Demon Knight.
Yeah, but super pleased with that movie, dude. Super good. And like me and Maddie, I think talked about like the first episode, but Lovecraft Country on HBO. Have you seen that?
Is it awesome?
Dude, it's really fucking good, dude. So fucking good.
Does Jordan Peele have something to do with that too?
He's one of the producers.
Like J.J. Abrams and Jordan Peele.
Yeah. It's like all sorts of motherfuckers, dude. And like, I think J.J. Abrams directs some of them. And like, there's like, different directors for episodes. But like, every episode has a different feel to it. It's one continuous story. But like there's one that's like a creature story, one's an adventure story, one's a haunted house story. And like they're awesome. Doing really good about like doing different stories but keeping up with one whole story. And it's back like in the I think 50s or 50s, I want to say, maybe 60s, I can't remember for sure, but it's like segregation is a huge part of it, like, racial crime from white people and cops and sundown towns when like the sun's down, cops can shoot black people because the sun's down. They're not inside. Shit like that. So it's a strong show, man. And 10 out of 10 for real. It's fucking amazing, dude.
That's awesome, dude.
I think
definitely gonna.
I think there's 5 episodes out right now, and most seasons have 10 episodes now. So I'm gonna say there's 10, but If it stays like this consistently, I'm definitely saying 10 because, dude, it's fucking great, man.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And
I
with the
felt
racial stuff, it kind of has like when the new Watchmen came out, it's kind of like they talked about the Tulsa riots a little bit in that as well. But sorry, what were you saying?
I was gonna say like the Watchmen, like the new Watchmen that came out. Kind of like that.
I just wanted to say it for you.
There was a new show that's on Hulu called Woke. Have you seen that?
No, not yet. Yeah, is it
That's
good?
pretty That's pretty racially. That's a racially driven show.
I think we started watching the first episode, but we went to bed. I need to watch it. I know what you're talking
Blake
about.
in it. It's got Blake.
Oh, yeah. Okay, no, I saw the preview for it, so no, I haven't watched it yet. I know what you're talking about though. But Blake from Workaholics, right?
They say Blake, yeah. They say that it's a comedy show, right? Like when they advertise for it, and you watch it, and there is parts that are funny, but like there's a fucking message there for sure. You know what I mean? And it's that's cool. I'm all for that kind of thing. So, they kind of wrote it into the show, and I just think like there's a lot of that we're gonna see here real soon.
Yeah, for sure.
And
that's one good thing about Broad City.
It's good though.
Did you ever see Broad City?
A little bit, yeah. The sketch comedy show with the girls.
No, it's not sketch. It's kind of like it's almost like Workaholics, but with girls. I mean, it's not the same thing, but it's kind of like in that same ballpark. But not only is it super fucking funny, but it's like definitely like progressive, like with race and woman power. Or am I saying that wrong? Woman. I'm a bearded white guy saying woman power. But I don't know the rights feminism, I guess. I don't know the right terms for everything. But what I'm saying is I fucking like it, so fuck you.
I feel like feminism is probably
and they're both
right.
super hot, too. I'm like, yeah, girl power. They're hot,
Right.
But, hey, guys, let's take a break real quick and come back. And we got some games and trivia lined out. And it's going to be fun. And the marker's almost at 30 minutes. I'm going to hit stop. I like to fuck. It's it's at 1, 2 seconds going to the 3. Look at me, I got a pee at my weed. All right, we can go whenever.
There we go. All right, I have been practicing. And by I have been practicing means I practiced once for about 3 minutes, got pissed off I couldn't do it, and stopped.
Welcome back to the show, Maddie motherfucking go.
Fuck no. Okay, hold on.
That dying train came to a quick what? That dying train, cut, edit. That dying train came to a stop real quick.
Real quick. Okay, let me give it one more go. I'll try to go for longer, at least 3 seconds. Hold on, I gotta get the rhythm right.
It was a boom
I gotta start
snack.
slow. Fuck, I can't. My lips end up going every time I try.
So we're going to do this every show until you get one good beatbox. So we're going to do this on Trash Blood every episode now. It's never going to stop.
I'm never going to learn.
Pressure. BJ, give me one more beatbox. I got to do a good horror rap, man. I'm going to fucking go with it. I'm going to get it going with the flowing. I'm going to get it showing. Rhyming is a neat thing for me.
Save it for the
rap.
rap.
Here we go. You ready? Ready?
Oh, yeah. Gonna sit around, watch a scary movie, smoke weed, feel fucking groovy, get high, feel like I'm in the movie. Said movie again, saying groovy. I realized I said movie again in the same rap, and it's a faux pas, buddy. So, yeah, we'll just keep doing bad rapping and bad beatboxing the whole time until we get it right. So this podcast is gonna suck, guys.
Until we form our own band.
Sorry.
A beatboxing band.
Oh,
A
yeah.
beatboxing band on demand.
BBB.
We'll call ourselves the rap group, but it'll be like WRAP. Like
the rap
wrapping
group.
paper. Yeah. We'll just rap about like wrapping presents and stuff. It'll be like a gimmick.
I'll come out wrapped in just like saran wrap.
All right.
So yeah, we're gonna get around some games and trivia stuff. We're gonna like be doing this maybe on every episode. We're looking to switch things up, and we've been doing that lately. We had Mikey Reynolds on last episode to play some games with us. He won a sticker, and if you guys want to be on the show and do some trivia or do some games and have the chance to win some prizes, hit us up on the Facebook Trash Blood page. We got a Patreon page with lots of goodies on there. Just look up Trash Blood on Patreon. Got an Instagram, got the Facebook page. The Facebook page is where you're going to find us, if you're wanting to talk to us and see our posts and all that good shit. And
yeah, it's easier to get a hold of us that way.
Yeah. Because the Instagram page, I kind of just need to change the name of it just to my name because it's more of like a personal thing mixed with Trash Blood. Maybe just promote the show on there or whatever. But yeah, follow us on Facebook for sure. And like, if you want to see what we got on Patreon, we got stuff from like, I believe like $7 up to $25. And there's all sorts of cool shit that go along with it. So let us know. And we're going to get to a game right now. It's just going to be the three of us playing. And whoever wins, I guess who has the most points in this will get to pick what movie we review next week. So we're going to, whenever we record the next episode, we kind of don't have much of a schedule anymore because life is a fucking shit show.
Mm-hmm.
So, who wants to go first? One of you guys want to go first? Do you want me to go first? Which game should we play?
Do you want to start with trivia, BJ?
Sure.
They do call him Trivia BJ. It's because they're always guessing. He's always guessing.
All right.
He's always guessing.
You guys ready for this first one?
Nope.
This is okay, so this is
I
gonna
go
be
night. I go night.
Let me just tell you right now, this is gonna be the only question in the whole bunch that doesn't revolve around a movie but a show. Okay?
Cool.
All right.
And so and by the way, like the way we've been doing the games is like, we don't have a buzzer or anything. So whoever like knows the answer, we just jump in and say it. Then that's who gets it basically. Okay. We'll work on like evolving the show later when life is not a shit show.
All right. Here we go. You ready?
Oh, fuck yeah.
What major actor directed and played in season 4 in a season 4 episode of Tales from the Crypt? A. Steve Buscemi, B. Richard Grieco, or C. Tom Hanks?
Steve Buscemi.
You mean A. Buscemi?
Yeah.
Okay. Maddie?
Fuck, that's what I was going to say because I love him. I don't want us to have the same answer. I'll go with C.
C is correct. Tom Hanks.
Fuck. Oh. Tom Hanks was in a Tales from the Crypt?
Yeah, and he directed that episode.
What one was it?
I had no idea.
Fuck you, Maddie. Shut up.
I can tell you right now, season 4, episode 1. I don't remember the name of the episode.
That's crazy. I never knew he was in a Tales from the Crypt.
It's about. I can tell you what it's about. It's about a dude who marries rich old women and then kills them. And kills them and takes their money and shit.
I remember that.
And Tom Hanks is like the guy that like books these women for him, and he's kind of like in a pseudo kind of way, like the Harbinger, I guess, because there's always got to be a Harbinger type, know what I mean, in the movie, or in the show or whatever. But yeah, season 4, episode 1, Tom Hanks.
I wonder if he based his movie Lady Killers, because I think he directed that one. Unless I'm wrong, I could be wrong. But Lady Killers was kind of like the same thing. They were like, but I think it's like rich old, something like that. Anyways, I need to watch the Tales from the Crypt. I need to do a binge on that. Like, it's been a long time since I've seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got lucky so far. This is my one-up on an accident because you chose the person I wanted to pick.
One-up on an accident.
Here we go. You ready?
I mean, you can still pick the same person, by the way.
Question 2.
But it's a good thing you didn't.
What was the original title of the blob? A, the lump. B, the glob. C, the spheroid. Or D, the thing.
The blob.
I want to say the thing.
You're going to say the glob, Maddie?
Yeah.
And you're going to say the thing,
Yeah.
Zach?
Yeah.
It was the glob.
Fuck
Yes.
me, dude.
I just read an article talking about this. I knew it because it was so similar.
Performance enhancers. Okay.
Looks like it's called the Molten Meteor. We need a different trivia site.
Yeah. It's the fever, man. I told you what was going to happen.
These young kids coming around taking over this
So
horror
this
trivia.
is what we're going to do. We're going to do 5 questions, and the 6th question will be the tiebreaker.
I don't know if there's going to be a tiebreaker.
Well, I'm just saying if there is.
Yeah, in case. Yeah. I still want to do all 5 questions because if it's like 4-0, I want to try to get one. All right, let's fucking do this, Maddie. Eat shit. Sorry.
All right, here we go.
I don't mean that. I do.
Which horror movie was filmed in just 7 days? A, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. B, Paranormal Activity. C, A Nightmare on Elm Street. Or D, Halloween.
Paranormal Activity.
Hey. Was it Paranormal Activity?
Yeah, it is Paranormal Activity.
God! You eat shit and die, Zach.
Man, it makes sense though because that would be easy to do. But I could have swore they did. I wonder what Texas Chainsaw Massacre was because I think that they did kind of like a quick in and out too.
All right.
Fuck.
You guys might both know this one.
I'm mad now.
Okay, here we go. What was the first horror movie nominated for a Best Picture Oscar? A, The Exorcist. B, The Shining. C, Psycho. Or D, Silence of the Lambs.
The Exorcist.
Silence of the Lambs.
The Exorcist, Maddie.
Aha!
Are you sure?
I swear, dude.
Best
I swear
Picture.
to God. Best Picture Oscar, yeah, The Exorcist.
Because I thought I got like a bunch of other shit, but not that one. Fuck. I'm gonna rip your fucking eyes out when you come to town.
Hey, Trash Bloodians, just wanted to let you know that I was fucking right. Nominee for Best Picture, not a fucking winner. Silence of the Lambs, fucking winner.
You're gonna get mad and like Google all of this when we're done.
God, I hope I get at least one fucking point.
So, okay.
4-0, Mads McGee.
Look, a couple of these, I found a horror trivia game online and was like looking at it, and you can like look at it and basically you can like ask other people and play it as if you're like directing it so you can see what the answers are. So that's what it said. I'm just going off that. Maybe it's wrong, you know, these internet things.
Yeah, Maddie's wrong.
I mean, I feel like The Exorcist in its time was a pretty fucking.
Yeah, I know.
You know,
It did win a bunch of awards. Like I thought, Silence of the Lambs did too. But all right, what's this 5th question?
All right. Who is responsible for the release of the deadly virus in 28 Days Later? A, a taxi driver. B, Islamic terrorist. C, the Chinese government. Or D, animal rights activists.
Animal rights activists?
Exactly, Zach. You got it.
Thank God I got one.
You got one,
right.
bro.
Yeah. So
Good
Maddie
job.
has one victory game. What?
You guys ready for
I'm
this
so
last
proud.
You guys ready for this last question?
Yeah, let's do it. Fuck yeah, might as well.
All right. What is Norman's hobby in Psycho? A, photography. B, taxidermy.
Taxidermy.
C, stamp
Yep.
collection. Or D, model ships. Yep, taxidermy. You got to give it to Zach. He said it first, though.
And I was gonna be polite and wait till he was done asking them.
Yeah. Well, no, if you know the answer, you fucking say it out loud with
All
me.
right.
You beat the fuck out of me, so it doesn't matter. The reason I know that, though, is because like we watched a bunch of Jill watched all of it. I watched some of it with their Bates Motel,
Yeah.
the show.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. He was pretty good for the character for sure.
I still haven't seen it, but it's been on my list forever.
All right, so I'm gonna go next since Maddie's is a little bit more elaborate, and this one will be kind of quick probably too. You didn't see any of this. Okay. So what I was going to do, there was a game I was going to have on here, which I'll have on here next week. It involves drawing, and basically I draw a horror movie character in 10 seconds, and I hold it up, and whoever guesses it first gets that point. But I looked everywhere in the entire house, upstairs, downstairs, in my truck, couldn't find a single thing to write with. So like I did on the recent episode, movie synopsises, but like I luckily brought a bunch of DVDs to the house, and I'm going to read the back of DVDs, and when you guys know it, just say it. Like, you don't have to let me finish it. Just say it when you're ready, okay? And it's going to be from easy to hard, I think. Well, at least I think. All right, here we go. Hold on. Oh, I'm going to blank out names of like characters and actors too. Blank was an average teenage girl who was the target of terrifying demonic forces that would ultimately shock a town and torment her soul. But was she, as many believed, possessed? In an attempt to clear the clergyman who exorcised her, a skeptical attorney, Blank, awakens to the discovery that powerful spiritual forces may actually exist. This harrowing film unfolds like a reoccurring nightmare from which there is no waking.
The Exorcism of Emily Rose.
Yep. And if you know it, you don't have to wait till I'm done. You can just say it. But yeah.
Shit, I thought it was going to be the Deborah Logan one. I can't remember.
Have you watched
There's so many similar things. It's been a while.
Oh, fuck it. You've seen that, right, BJ? Taking a Deborah Logan?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Didn't we talk about that on an episode? Yeah. God, that movie's so good. Top 10 favorite horror movies.
Dude, whenever they find her in that cave and her fucking mouth is huge and she's like trying to swallow that little girl, fuck, dude.
Such a good movie.
Scared me.
Yeah, like two of like my top 10 favorite horror movies came out that same year. Taking of Deborah Logan and It Follows. They both came out 2014. Like, fuck. Yeah, that movie's so good. It's good to find a possession movie that's not like every possession movie.
Yeah.
You know? All right, next one here. Trapped in an elevator high above Philadelphia, 5 people discovered that the devil is among them, and no one can escape from their fate. This chilling supernatural. There you go. Right when I said that, I was like,
with like a backwards E or some shit like that. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Or the V for the 5.
That movie's fucked up too.
I liked it. It's pretty short. It's only like an hour and 20 minutes, but I thought it was good. I actually saw it at the theater. It was produced by M. Night Shyamalan, and I don't think he directed it though. Directed by John Eric Dowdle. But no, it was a good flick. I liked it. It doesn't have to be long as fuck to be good, you know?
Right.
All right, BJ, you might know this one, but I think it's a harder one. When a secret government agency lets out a deadly chemical virus causing the reanimation of the dead, the first place to get hit is Rhinos, a hot underground strip club. As one of the strippers gets the virus.
Zombie strippers.
Yep.
Yeah. It's got Jenna Jameson in it. Fuck
Zombie strippers.
Yes. And Tito Ortiz. He plays a pussy.
Tito Ortiz, man. Speaking of that, like I got ESPN Plus recently, and you can watch the 30 for 30s on there. The Tito and Iceman story. What's his name? Chuck Liddell. Yeah. It's like a really good like documentary. It's like you really see how they really got UFC to where it was, like how they really bumped it up, because it was big and then it started dying off, and then they kind of just like fucking they were like wrestling characters with the drama, and that's what like really made it. They were both good fighters too, but 30 for 30, man. All right. The race is on as a colony of marsupial werewolves attempt to outwit and outlast their human counterparts in the offbeat horror film Blank. Long ago, the now extinct marsupial wolf, aka Tasmanian tiger, roamed the Australian outback. Today, a werewolf colony that has descended from the marsupials has taken over the land. This race of human-like creatures roams the outback, feeding its need. The race for survival is on, and humans struggle to contain these out-of-control creatures. This tongue and pouch, oh God, instead of tongue in cheek, this tongue and pouch horror comedy stars Barry Otto, Max Fairchild, Imogene Annesley, Dasha Blahova, Leah Biolas, and Ralph Cotterill as Professor Sharp. Guess what? No one knows where any of those people are, so you don't have to fucking say that. But that's the description.
Like fake names.
Yeah, right. It's like trash boy names.
I have no idea what this movie is. I've never seen this.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
It's called Fang.
Think marsupials and werewolves.
Kangaroo Kick.
Skinwalkers.
I can give you guys a hint.
Okay.
It's a werewolf movie, obviously. You know, it's marsupial werewolves, but it is in a series of werewolf movies. But which one is it in that series of werewolves movies?
Is it the fucking Underworld? Rise of the Lycans?
Hell no. You'll never hear me talk about that.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I seriously hate most like ninja, like vampire werewolf movies. It's so like Underworld and shit. Like Blade Part 1 was fucking awesome. That's about I think I fucking hate the Underworld movies. Just like, hey, I'm a trapeze ninja warrior. Did BJ? Hold on. BJ.
Oh shit!
I think he hung up his earbuds because that happens sometimes. Let me add him back on here.
Here, quick, tell me the answer.
Where'd you go, BJ? Yeah, right.
Dude, I have no idea what this fucking movie is.
Dude, I don't know what happened. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good, man. It's probably you probably tap the earbuds and it hangs up. I've heard like podcasts where they do that, where they have earbuds in and they'll like adjust them and it'll like hang up.
Yeah,
but
all right. Sorry.
Now you're on the other side of the screen. But yeah, so in a list, so that was the first hint. It was a series of werewolf movies. It's not Underworld. Think iconic in werewolf movies and series, or at least a certain part one.
American iconic. Werewolf in London.
No, do you guys
American
give up?
Werewolf in Paris.
Okay. I will tell you this: it's The Howling, but which part?
Part 3.
There you go, man.
What?
Yep, the marsupials.
What the fuck?
And
how many of those are there?
JT Haberset did this in like Mystery Science Theater or movie interruptions that we used to do, like style, like making fun of it. I forgot what it's called, but I think they did Howling 3, the marsupials. What'd you say, BJ? Did you say what year?
How many of those are there?
Oh fuck, there's some like 7, 8, I think, something like that. This is weird though. This one is PG-13.
What?
It's supposed to be like it's been a long but it's been so long, but it's supposed to be like comically bad, so we might need to watch this again. And one thing I want to do here on Trash Blood soon, if we can figure it out while we do it on Skype or something like that, is do like a Mystery Science Theater type thing where we watch like the Howling 3 and we sit here and make fun of it the whole time.
Yeah.
Do you remember what was that one movie? I can't remember the name. But it was super fucking low budget, and it was like just like funny as shit to watch. And there's like a midget that has like a backpack with plates in it, and he's like throwing these plates.
Oh fuck! Do you
remember that?
Yeah, like isn't he like feeding some dude money or something like
that? He's like, yeah, I brought you some soup and money. And like, what the fuck?
Oh god,
dude?
What is that called? I know exactly what that is, but I can't because wasn't it Warwick Davis, Willow, that played the guy throwing the plates?
I think maybe.
I think it was, but like no, I know what that is. Like brain damage or no. Fuck. I know. Yeah, I know. Okay. Okay, so right now where are we at here? Exorcism of Emily Rose. Would have been
a good movie interruption movie.
BJ, you got that. You got zombie strippers. Maddie, you got devil, and you got marsupials.
On a technicality.
So 2-2. So we're gonna see who wins right here. This one's pretty tough, and if you can't get it, I got an easier one for a tiebreaker. But this is a good movie, man. I really like it. It's been a while since I've watched it. I've actually met the director when I was filming Carnival Creep Show 2, which I don't even know if it's coming out now. That kind of sucks. I hope it does, but like I don't know what's going on. But the director came on set for a few days for this, and I was like, holy shit, that dude. But it's a really good flick. But here we go. It starts off with her name, so I'm gonna blank this out. Blank never really fit in, and growing up with a pirate's patch to cover her lazy eye did not make things easier. Even as an adult, her best friend and sole companion is a doll given to her by her mother until she sees Adam. In all of his beauty, especially his hands, she pursues a relationship for the first time in her life. But she soon finds out that people are not 100% perfect, only certain parts of them. You're trying to look down so you can see the cover.
No, my phone.
No, I'm joking. You can't do that. It's impossible.
Fucking Eve.
And the director is Lucky McGee. His name is actually Lucky McGee, and he actually did.
That's crazy.
What's that movie that came out recently? Like Cheerleaders Must Die or something like that. Do you know what I'm talking about, BJ?
Yeah.
All Cheerleaders Must Die. I haven't watched it yet, but
I don't think I've seen it. Fuck, dude.
I can't think of anybody with an eye patch.
Yeah, me neither.
Here's a hint. Here, what's the actress's name? One of the people in this movie is, I can't find her name, so that's pretty cool. Oh my god. The girl in Scary Movie with the black hair. And like she's been in a million she's been in a million movies since then. Why does it not say Anna Faris? Anna Faris is in it. Okay. She's not the main star. She's in the movie though.
I fucking love Anna Faris. Why don't I know this?
This is a pretty indie flick though, and like it's awesome she did this because she was actually famous when she made this too. And Lucky McGee, I was talking to him about it. He said she was like super cool and nice and like real sweetheart to work with and stuff.
I knew she would be.
Yeah, it's pretty cool when it's awesome when like a big celebrity is like still cool and down to earth. That's why I like Miley Cyrus, dude. She's fucking awesome, dude. I listened to her on Joe Rogan podcast recently, dude.
Yeah, I saw
that.
It
made me like her even more, dude. She's like so down to earth and she's like, fuck you, I don't give a shit, dude. She's like totally fucking punk. She's sexy as fuck too. But like her voice is so
that mullet
weird
thing
now.
she's got going on right now though.
Have you heard her voice now? Like her talking voice? Like something happened and her voice changed and she sounds like a guy. It's like kind of like it's just weird, but like
husky.
No, she fucking rules, dude. She's total punk rock, even though she's pop. She's like, I don't give a fuck. Anyways, I'm done sucking her dick. So you guys give up on this one?
I have no fucking idea, dude.
Fuck, I can't think of it. May? Oh, yeah. Fuck.
Huh.
Have you seen that?
No, but I've heard of it.
Dude, it's really good, dude.
Think about that.
Really good.
Doesn't she make a friend out of people?
Yeah. That's what it says. Like when it says not everyone's 100% perfect. ... Only certain parts of them.
Huh.
But like, I don't want to give away the ending, but like the ending like is kind of perfect. And like, I don't know, it's a great fucking movie. But we definitely got to talk about it sometime on the show. All right, so since it's still 2-2, I got the tiebreaker right here. And if you guys don't get this, like, you're gonna get it. So if you know it, just say the answer. You're gonna get it. Blank stars in this action-packed adventure storytelling of fighting men pitted against an unseen enemy, a force more powerful than their fiercest weapons. Recruited by the CIA to rescue hostages.
The Predator.
Yep,
Predator.
There you go. BJ wins.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So BJ's got a victory.
the Body Ventura.
Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnold.
Yeah.
It's
and what's
Arnold.
it? The guy, Sonny, the guy that plays the Native American guy, his name is Sonny something. His birthday was on Tuesday. And the reason I know that is because they said it on the Boogie Monster podcast. But yeah, that movie fucking rules, dude.
Yeah.
Hell, I might watch it tonight.
All right, you guys ready for the last game of the evening?
Yes.
Yeah.
And so the thing here is, if I win this one, then we all have a victory. And if we all have a victory and we're tied, I say that we all throw a horror movie in a hat and we'll mix it up, and that's the one we talk about. You guys cool with it?
Sounds good.
Cool. Yeah. All right. So, Maddie, explain to these real idiot dickheads what we're going to do here in this game.
So basically, this is going to be a choose-your-own-adventure game, except there's only one right adventure. So you guys get to pick who your character's going to be, and you get to go through a series of questions and pick where you want to be and who you want to kill. But I've designed a kind of like a backstory for each of these characters. So there's a right answer for each character. So the amount of points that you get if you choose the right location and victims and the survivor and the end of your story, then at the end, the person with the most points is going to be able to be the ultimate victor. So you both are going to play, and whoever ends up with the most points at the end.
So you got a pen ready, right?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, cool.
Who wants to go first?
I didn't have a pen ready anywhere for my pen game. So are we both going separately? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, let's do one at a time. So you get to each do your own little thing.
BJ, since you're back in black like the AC/DC songs to all of our stupid ears says things, you go first.
Do I just pick like my favorite horror movie character?
So I have 3 characters ready that I made up.
Yeah.
For you to choose from.
So you're going to choose. Yeah, she'll read and then you choose, basically.
So you're going to be the villain of your own horror movie right now. So you can either be Goosebump Goblin, Terrible Terry, or Burning Barney.
Terrible Terry.
Be Terrible Terry.
What was the Freddy Krueger and Rick and Morty?
Terrible something.
Was it Terrible Terry? Scary Terry. Yeah. Scary Terry.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Either way, it reminds me of that, and I'm down with that, so I'll take that.
Scary Terry.
The Walmart Great Value version of Scary Terry.
What was it called again?
Terrible Terry.
Terrible Terry. I like that.
So you get
general version.
So you get 1 point automatically because you chose a character, and there's no right or wrong answer there. So you're starting with 1 point. You can only go up from here.
All right.
So you are Terrible Terry. You are harassing some people. You're going to choose your first location. Where do you want to do your terribleness? A suburban town, a desert, or a lake house?
A lake house.
Lake house?
Yeah.
A game of chance.
All right, so you go to this lake house, you emerge out of the water like fucking Jason Voorhees, ready to fuck some shit up. You spot your first victim. Who's your first victim gonna be? Is it gonna be the virgin, a black dude, or a cheerleader?
Oh, cheerleader.
Cheerleader?
Definitely cheerleader, yeah.
I like how he says definitely, like he's been thinking about
makes
this
a
for
statement.
Definitely want to kill a cheerleader.
If you go with the hot chick first, it makes a statement, I feel like. So it's like
I ain't saying black, especially in these times.
So you, at this lake house, you come up, there's a cheerleader doing some cheer shit by the lakeside. You jump out and you just start ripping her fucking shit open. She's dead. Terrible Terry did some terrible things to her, and he moves on.
Are the weapons hands? Is he just ripping her apart with hands?
Just fucking bare fisting it, guts and everything.
That sounds
just tearing
awesome.
it out of her.
We need a Terrible Terry movie.
Terrible Terry's an awful person. So after you're done
one
killing,
person can do that. Fucking Victor Crowley.
There you go.
Fuck yeah.
So after you're done just fucking ruining this cheerleader's life, she'll never cheer again. She's out of
literally
commission.
ruining her life.
You're going to move on to your second location because you're on the hunt. You're looking for another victim, right? So where are you going to go to kill next? You going to go to someone's basement, a cemetery, or the local hospital?
Ooh. Someone's basement.
Basement?
Yeah. Local hospital caused too much attention.
You like kick in the basement wall.
I want to go.
Ah!
I know what I do is I stand next to the house and then I dig a hole real fast under and go in under to the basement.
Well, Terrible Terry is good with his hands, so he can probably.
Yeah.
He's like, "What's that noise? That's weird, Terrible Terry."
Terrible Terry approaches this house. He fucking uses his massive hands to dig under the basement into the house. You pop up in the basement, and there is your second victim chilling in their basement, minding their own business. But you're here to fuck shit up because you're Terrible Terry. So who's this victim? Are you killing the goth chick, a random bystander, or the school teacher?
School teacher.
School teacher? You didn't like what he was teaching you because he's a dumb shit. So you go out and you fucking kill that school teacher. He'll never educate another bright young mind ever again. He sucked at teaching anyway. Good riddance. R.I.P. So after you're done fucking his shit up, you finally meet your last victim as you crawl up the stairs into the actual house. But this person isn't going to be a victim. They're going to kick your ass, and they are the survivor of the movie. They are the main person who is going to get away from you, the only person. Who is it going to be? Book smart Jen, creep in a Jeep, or the killer?
Smart, the first one.
Book smart Jen?
Book smart Jen, yeah, I feel like.
So Book smart Jen comes out and she slaps your shit with a fucking big ass book. It's the thickest book you've ever seen. She's read everything. She knows what's going on. Slaps you to hell, runs away, calls the authorities. They come and get you. Where do you end up at the end of your story? Are you put in an insane asylum? You show up in someone's backyard at the end credits, not actually dead, ready to fuck some shit up again? Or are you crawling out of your own grave, not done killing?
Ooh. Ooh. The third one, crawling out of my own grave, ready.
Crawling out of your own grave.
Yeah. Terrible Terry, dude. He's terrible, man. He's coming back for more, you know. He wants to rip people apart and shit.
Such a piece of shit.
Yeah, he is. He's a bad person.
I definitely would go with some of the same answers on that. Was that the end of that one?
That's the end of your story. You went through your horror movie.
I think you were right not to pick the virgin, because the virgin's usually the one that is the final girl.
But
or something.
Also, you got to remember, there's 3 answers in all of these. Mm-hmm. One answer from each one matches up with each character.
Right. Okay.
Right.
So that's why I can't tell you how you did yet, because now Zach's got to go.
Yeah. So well, I'm just putting my input in there.
This is awesome.
No
dude.
virgin.
This is a good one, man. For real.
All right, awesome. Zach, are you ready?
Yeah.
So you can choose the same character and do different things, do the same things. Doesn't matter. It's choose your own adventure, you know?
All right. Who are the other 2 besides Terrible Terry?
So besides Terrible Terry, you can either be Goosebump Goblin or Burning Barney.
Goosebump Goblin. That's just
Goosebump Goblin.
I'm a goblin, but I'm covered in goosebumps.
All right. Same thing. You start off with 1 point because you automatically get a point because you chose who you're going to be. That's one of the ones. So you're a fucking Goosebump Goblin. You're a creepy ass motherfucking monster ready to spread goosebumps and do goblin shit to a bunch of people.
You just made goosebumps sound like a venereal disease.
Basically, you're here to spread that shit. So your first location, where are you going to do your goblin thing? A suburban town, the desert, or a lake house?
I want to say the desert because it seems like a goblin. No, I'm going to say a suburban town because that'd be unexpected. Like, goblins? That motherfucker got goosebumps?
You stroll up to a suburban town. You're looking around. All the houses look the same. There's so many people just in there. You can hear them, and they don't know you're out there, and that pisses you off because you're Goosebump Goblin, and you're the center of everyone's attention. So you're trying to bust into someone's house, and you're going to find your first victim. Who are you going to kill in your own goblin badass way? The virgin, a black dude, or a cheerleader?
In the suburban town, I roll up. I'm going to have to go with the black guy on this one because it is a trope in a lot of horror movies. I don't want the black guy to die. We're not racist here at Trash Blood, but Maddie brought this upon us. I'm going to say that.
I went with
Black
a lot
Lives
of
Matter.
tropes, like a lot of locations that are typical, a lot of the victims, who the survivors are, like it's very...
I'm going to say the black guy.
Okay. You stroll up, your goblin self decides to be racist today. You kill this poor guy. He had a lot ahead of him. That's on you for the rest of your life, but you don't care because you're a motherfucking goblin. What does a goblin have to worry about? The only thing you're worrying about is spreading your goosebumps to everybody. And you haven't spread it to everybody yet, so you're rolling on to your second location. Where are you going to go next? Are you going to hit up someone's basement, the local cemetery, or the local hospital?
I'm going to say the basement since I'm in suburbia.
Suburbia. Right, so instead of crawling up through the ground, bursting out because you don't got sick hands like Terrible Terry, you just fucking burst your way in through a bottom basement window, crashing your way in there with your huge goblin grotesque body.
Yeah,
and
or I could like fly in the living room and just like stomp down and bust through the roof anyway.
Yeah, like typical superhero pose at the end, except you're the villain. And you're there to kill someone else. They see you, they're fucking terrified. They don't know what you are, they just know you're ugly. So who are you going to kill next? The goth chick? The goth chick, a random bystander, or a school teacher?
I don't know why a school teacher would be in the basement or a random bystander. But I'm going to go with the goth chick because a goth chick could definitely be in the basement.
Goth chick?
Because, I mean, a lot of people, like teenagers are like, they have a basement bedroom anyways. Not a lot of them, but, I know people that did.
I'm going to say I can
see a goth chick living in a basement. Yeah, I'm making this answer too long. Goth chick.
Okay. You don't like the way she's looking at you. You're like, I'm not the ugly one. You're the ugly one, and you just don't like the way she's looking at you. So you kill her painfully, make her know that you are indeed the prettier goblin out of the two of them. She had a fucking goblin t-shirt on. She didn't know what the fuck she was talking about. She's dead. You're going on. You finally make your way up the house, and you're ready to spread it some more, but somebody up there apparently has some goosebump, like, X out spray. They fucking spray your shit with it. You're not spreading any more goosebumps to nobody today, so who is going to be the survivor? Is it Booksmart Jen, a creep in a Jeep, or the killer killer?
I would usually go with the Booksmart, but since it's a goblin, I'm going to go with the killer killer.
Killer killer? Right. This badass killer killer has been waiting for this moment their whole fucking life. Finally.
He's been waiting for a goosebump goblin his whole life?
He's like, fucking finally, here is somebody that's a killer that I can kill. Now, I can kill with a clear conscience, because if you're a killer, nobody's mad at you for killing a killer, right? So he comes up, slays your ass, slays the goblin, hero of his own dreams. Where do you end up at the end of your movie? Are you going to be put into an insane asylum? You going to stand in someone's backyard ready to fuck some more shit up? Or are you going to be crawling out of your own grave?
Standing in someone's backyard. I don't think a goblin's going to get buried. And they're not going to take a goblin to an insane asylum. I swear to God, if you make this goblin go to the insane asylum, you're trying to make me lose.
I feel like you're going to get pissed off of a couple of the decisions I made, but I'll explain them.
Oh, great. Time to lose again. Fuck you too, BJ. I kind of spit when I said that. Again, another episode of Trash Blood on YouTube where I'm drinking Natural Light Seltzer. Sponsor us. It's beer in my body. Beer in my body going down to my bottom of my ass, down my leg, down the toilet. Gotta flush that toilet and say yay. I'm not good at rapping right now.
I was pretty good.
Okay, I'm good at rapping right now.
All right, I got your results. Do you want to hear where you guys are standing right then, and then I'll tell you how each of your stories actually play out?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so BJ, you only got 1 point for choosing your name.
Oh,
you made all the wrong choices.
Oh my God. Okay.
Zach,
I did. I made it all.
Yeah.
You had the 1 point for choosing your name, and you chose 2 additional questions right.
Fuck
so
yeah,
you have
that's
3
not
total
bad.
points.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be unhappy. That's better than I thought.
So
and how many questions are all
one.
together?
So
I can't remember. It was like 5?
So 7, but the
7,
name is
okay.
1. So there's 6 situations.
Okay. Nice.
So for Terrible Terry, the story I came up with him, he's just a normal dude that's a fucking awful person, done with his life. You know, he's ready to go insane and just fucking kill some people, right? So Terrible Terry ends up in this suburban town where he's from, and he's known these people his whole life, so he just says, I'm fucking done with it, goes around, starts killing them. First person he sees is the black dude that was standing there because he was always better than him at everything, and everybody loved and admired him, and he was just fucking done with being the sickly, overweight fucking white dude in his mom's basement, not getting any attention, so he kills that star. So
I'm
he
just
can be
gonna
out of
say,
everyone's eyes.
if part of your name is terrible, you're gonna have to get used to being a shitty person and not kill people about it. It's like, well, my name has terrible in it, so.
Yeah.
He's owning it. He's being terrible though.
Yeah.
Gotta admit.
Yeah.
So after he kills that dude, he's an awful person, guys. Like, he's Terrible Terry. So he hits up the local hospital because what worse of a person can you be than to fuck someone's life up whose life is already fucked up? So he goes
Maybe
in
he's
there.
doing some favors. It's like, Mama needs to be put down sometimes.
Right. Kills some people that should have made it, didn't really. He was going through the burn victim ward saying, my life is worse than yours even though you're stuck here, and just kills a bunch of people. Goes outside on his rampage, sees some random dude, the random bystander, and just kills him too because why the fuck not? I'm Terrible Terry, right?
He takes him to a basement and kills him there.
And then finally somebody comes up and it's the killer. The killer sees that he's on this huge rampage. He's killed like at least 30 people by now. Probably some dogs too. I don't know. He's Terrible Terry. So he decides to take it upon himself to try to take him down and try to kill this dude. But he doesn't get around to it, and Terrible Terry ends up put into an insane asylum because there's no other explanation for why he went on this rampage than he just finally lost it.
Damn.
Nice. Oh, Michael Myers there at the end.
Right?
I picked all the wrong shit.
It was still a good story what you came up with, though.
Yeah. I just tried to go with, like, I guess in my opinion, how I think it would be in, like, an 80s horror movie or something.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't know.
We all got a
That
victory.
game was fun.
Excelsior.
You want to hear the story of
Awesome.
Goosebump Goblin, Zach?
Oh, yeah.
So, Goosebump
You mean
Goblin.
the one that I got everything right about?
You got 2 things right out of the 6. So, but, yeah, so Goosebump Goblin, he's a goblin, right? So I decided that he should be a goblin, you know? But the first location I chose for him was the lake house, because when I think of goblins, I think of that whole, like, the creature from the Black Lagoon, you know? That's, like, one of the first things that comes to my mind, so I was thinking, like, water. Lake house sounds pretty good.
And that's where you fucked up.
And then, so yeah, he did kill the cheerleader first, because she was hanging out there with all her friends, like that classic horror movie trope, girls' night out. They go to this cabin in the woods or this lake house just to, like, party and have fun and be drunk white girls, basically. And she's outside because she wandered off from her friends like a dumb little shit, and he decided to kill her because she was just too freaking pretty, and it wasn't fair that he was a fucking goblin and she was this pretty white girl. And he moves on
It's not
into
fair. She's a pretty white girl.
moves on into the lake house's basement because he doesn't know how to sneak into the house because he's so ugly. What are you looking at, Zach?
Dude, I don't know. It looked like, okay, it's a car light. It looked like something was walking on my fucking deck for a second, but it was like a light moving by. Holy shit.
You seen ghosts?
Fuck. I am in Eureka Springs. But no, it was a car light, but it looked like someone walked by us. So I was like, what's happening on my back deck? Okay, sorry.
Jesus.
Sorry, I'm getting scared by car lights.
That house in Eureka Springs isn't haunted. I'm going to be so upset.
Ain't shit happened yet. I live pretty close to the Crescent Hotel. I'm pretty stoked about that. I'm kind of thinking about starting a Eureka Springs podcast and like talking to people about like people from the Crescent Hotel and like other people that are in the weird shit in the area. I don't know. I won't have time, but it's a thought. Anyways, I'm sorry I interrupted you by seeing headlights.
But yeah, no, he just walks into the basement of their lake house. He kills the goth chick because she doesn't want to hang out with all of her preppy friends, and she's hanging out in the basement like a loner, and she's an easy target. And the survivor is actually Booksmart Jen, which is what you were going to go with, because she's read so many things in so many different genres that she's read all about goblins and knows how to deal with them. So she thinks she knows what she's doing. She takes him out, and he ends up crawling out of his own grave because they're stupid girls and didn't know what else to do than hide their apparent murder, then bury him.
Nice. Awesome. Well, that was awesome. You had a very creative game there. We're like, we got trivia, and I'm going to read movies. And you're like, well, here's an elaborate scheme by 3 different characters. Awesome. Well, we definitely should do that game again. I think you should save your Sam guy for like the next time. Was there a Sam guy? His name was Sam Guy?
Sam Guy?
Slobbering Sam. What was the other character?
Oh, Burning Barney.
Burning Barney.
Slobbering Sam. I'm going to write that one down.
Slobbering Sam.
Potential.
He slobbers on people to death. But all right, that was fun. So since we all got a victory, we'll throw a horror movie into the hat, and or what the fuck is it? It has to be a hat, but or whatever, and like pick. And let's take a break real quick, and we'll get to the script. And when we come back, how about we do the see what movie we're going to talk about. Awesome. Maddie, you got a pen? You can write it all down. All right, we'll be right back. Trash Latins.
The Goosebump Goblin. Hey, everybody, listen to 30 plus episodes of Trash Blood Horrorcast on Spotify, iTunes, and everywhere else.
All right, guys, we are back here on Trash Blood Horrorcast. And since we all had one victory in the games that we played, we decided to pick 3 movies, put them in a chicken McNugget box, and draw. There it is, 20-piece, motherfuckers, $4.99. And so the movie I picked was May. BJ picked Barge People, and Maddie picked Goodbye Mommy, which I haven't heard of either of the movies they're talking about. So yeah, this is exciting. Let's see what we get.
We're gonna learn together, you know.
Sure are. Nugget style.
Y'all
She's
ready?
looking at hers like, it's mine. Yeah.
No, I was looking down because this is really big and there's only 3 pieces of paper in it. I gotta make sure that I'm actually grabbing where the paper is. Okay. What is that?
I can't see.
Okay, it's Goodbye Mommy. I didn't do that on purpose, though.
Oh, look what I got here. Cheat-ass motherfucker. Oh, yeah, cool. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing what this is. Before we started recording, I told Maddie and BJ I've been watching a lot of movies lately without knowing anything about it or seeing a preview. And I don't know, it's been like a more genuine, better experience because like not knowing what it's about at all. I don't know. It's like everything's a surprise, you know. You don't like expect anything, I guess.
I mean, it makes sense. I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, you're right. It is a good idea.
Yeah. Huh. Well, I just know every time like genius. I watch the previews for things, I feel like I pretty much know the whole premise of the movie, like from start to finish, and like I get it. And sometimes that turns me off for movies where I won't watch it because I'll watch the whole thing through and be like, I don't think I'd enjoy watching that for 2 hours. So.
Right. Well, all right. We are going to get to Trash Blood's original sequels here. Maddie had the title idea for this one, and I wrote the script, and it is called Children of the Cornfield of Dreams.
Children of the Cornfield of Dreams.
Shaka-bra.
And there's a chance we might have to stop when it gets to 30 minutes. I don't know if we'll get that far or not, but so, you know. All right. You guys ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Ow now, brown cow. Ow now, brown cow.
Wait, give me 1 second. Let me get one more drink just in case the throat gets dry.
Okay.
Hold on.
Do you think he's actually going to go jack off in his refrigerator?
I mean, some people are into that. You might have one of those jars.
I think
You know,
he's
those
doing it right
collector
now.
jars.
He calls it his nectar collector.
He has a whole different nectar collector.
Are you talking about a cum collection jar?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude,
nectar collector.
okay. Do you know what one of the most savage memes I ever saw was, especially after being a parent, was having a kid is just keeping cum as a pet.
Keeping cum as a pet. Hey guys, say hello to my pet cum.
Hey, you used to live inside of my pee-pee.
Hello, nut child. Child of the nut, children of the nut.
Isn't it crazy that you guys both used to live in the same nutsack?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Is what you're born with like what you keep throughout the whole life, or do you have new ones? Do they cycle through? Because you're 14 years older than me. So.
Well, it doesn't mean it's not the same nutsack.
But I'm just saying, were we in there together?
Oh, hell no. No, dude. Like, Dad probably busted several nuts before you came along.
I don't want to think about that. I don't know why I asked.
Then why are you talking about Dad's nuts? You're like, I would like to keep talking about Dad nutting. Hey, you know what's funny, Nettie? Mom listens to this.
I can't wait for her to hear this.
I really enjoyed the part you talking about Dad nutting.
I didn't want her to ever think about that again. I'm so sorry, Mom.
Come.
Oh my God.
We love you, Mom.
Love you.
We're very sorry, Mrs. S.
We're very sorry, Mrs. S. Sorry you had to have sex with Dad.
Seriously, though.
Let's get to the script.
We should hope that she doesn't listen to this yet, and we should get her like flowers and some chocolate and like go over there and be like, condolences. We just realized you had to have sex with Dad for us to be here. We just want you to know how grateful we are you went through that ordeal.
I'm coughing, y'all. I'm laughing so hard I'm coughing. All right. I suppose we should do the script, huh?
It was a good warm-up.
My voice isn't rolling. All right, guys, here we go. Let me get my word water. Children of the Cornfield of Dreams. Exterior: a farmhouse in Four-Stroke, Iowa. That's, by the way, Four-Stroke is a nod to Your Mom's House podcast. A farmhouse in Four-Stroke, Iowa. A black and red fancy fastboy car pulls up in the long dirt driveway and parks. A realtor walks from the porch of a nice farmhouse to the car. The fancy fastboy car roof opens and the driver's seat rises out of the top. And there sits Kevin Costner. He says,
"You must be Quaid Rollbuns."
Darn tootin' I am, and I know you're darn Kevin Costner.
Goddamn right I am, Quaid.
Dude, I'm glad to hear you back on the script already. From the side of the seat, a slide comes out and goes to the floor. Kevin Costner turns to the top of the slide and says,
"You've seen me in such classic films as Dances with Wolves, Waterworld."
He slides down and lands on his butt in the dirt. He stands up, dusts off his pants, and continues talking.
Bull Durham, and of course, Field of Dreams.
Yeah, I do know those. Well, come on in, Mr. Costner. Let me show you around.
No need to call me Mr. Costner. That's my father's name. Just call me Kevin Costner from movies.
Of course. Come on in, Kevin Costner. Let me show you around.
From movies.
Excuse me?
Kevin Costner from movies.
You really want me to come on in, Kevin Costner from movies. Let me show you around.
Delightful, Quaid. Just delightful.
They get to the porch and Quaid says,
"Now, this house is old, but it is as solid as a sequoia."
I was in a film with Whitney Houston called The Bodyguard.
Yeah. Yes, I saw that one too.
Did you like it?
Sure. It was pretty good, I guess.
Nice. Show me the inside.
Sure thing, Mr. Costner.
Kevin Costner grabs Quaid's shirt collar, pushes him up against the wall, and says,
I told you to call me Kevin Costner from movies. You son of a bitch.
Quaid is terrified and says,
Yes, of course. Kevin Costner from movies.
Kevin Costner smiles, pats Quaid on the cheek, and says,
There you go, Quaid. No more fuck-ups, okay?
Sure thing, Kevin Costner from movies.
They walk inside into a living room. Kevin Costner smiles at the fireplace and says,
Ah, yes, a log-burning fireplace. We had some of these in the movies I was in called Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Ever fucking heard of it?
Yes, Kevin Costner from movies. It's a great film.
Good. I shudder to hear otherwise. Now show me the kitchen.
Show me the kitchen.
I shudder to hear.
Okay, hold on. Good. I shudder to hear otherwise. Now show me the kitchen, Quaid. You old dirty sack of potato rot.
Okay. This way.
They walk into the kitchen and Quaid says,
I think you'll absolutely love this kitchen, Kevin Costner from movies. It has an island with built-in cutting boards, 2 large deep sinks, and a very reliable big gas stove. You can cook several yummy yip-yips on here.
It's beautiful, Quaid. You cum-sucking Charlie horse. It's beautiful.
Cum-sucking Charlie horse.
Can you maybe stop calling me names?
Fuck. Oh, shit. Kevin Costner hurries to the sink. God damn it. Okay, hold on. Jesus Christ. Kevin Costner hurries to the sink, bends over, and runs water over his head. He starts laughing and says,
This water, it's so wet. It's wet boy water.
Oh, my stomach hurts. Sorry. Holy fuck. Quaid mutters under his breath.
What in the absolute fuck is happening?
Kevin Costner raises up, turns off the water, and wipes his face. He says,
Woohoo! Zoingy boing doing. That is the wettest water I've ever felt since my hit blockbuster film, Waterworld.
Didn't that film totally bomb?
What the fuck did you just say to me?
I said...
Kevin Costner pulls out a big hunting knife with a deer antler handle and holds it up to Quaid's throat and says,
I'm Kevin fucking Costner from movies. I only make gold, baby.
Yes, of course. I said that movie was totally the bomb.
He puts the knife down and says,
Very well, Quaid. Now show me the rest of the house. Is the water just as wet in the men's room?
There's no men's room, Kevin Costner for movies. Just the bathroom.
Progressive. I like that. To the, how do they say, bathroom?
They go to the bathroom and Quaid says,
Now, this right here is the very same toilet that's been here since 1940. It's an antique, but very reliable.
Pee pee poo poo. Sink, stink, yuck.
Right. Let's go see the outside, shall we?
My mommy would always do poo.
I'm literally wiping tears off his face. Fuck.
My mom would always do poopies, and I'd be like that. Stinky, yuck, yuck.
Fuck. Oh, man. I needed this fucking laugh, dude. Holy shit. Okay, Quaid stands there frozen because he has no idea how to react to this. Kevin stands there staring at him, smiling. It's an awkward silence that Kevin Costner breaks by saying,
I was in a Golfing Boy movie called Tin Cup.
Let's go outside.
They go out to the back porch to see a baseball field right next to a cornfield. Quaid says,
And here's what you came for. Look at that beauty.
Wow. I'm speechless, but somehow still talking. I talk in the movies I'm in, Quaid. You dripping jizz rag.
You sure do, and yes, that field is amazing. What do you say, Kevin Costner for movies? Is this your new home?
You know what, Quaid? You stinky bag of horse cum? I'll take it. Do you accept currency?
Yes, Kevin Costner for movies. That's all we accept.
Then we have a deal. This is my home now. All the wet, wet water is mine.
Splendid. I just need you to sign this, and it's all yours.
he hands over some papers. Kevin Costner quickly signs them and hands them back over. He says,
Home sweet home.
He pulls out a cigar and lights it.
Congratulations, Mr. Costner.
Kevin Costner takes the cigar out of his mouth, blows the smoke out, and says,
What the fuck? Did you just call me?
Oh, sorry. I mean, you know what? Fuck that. I'm not calling you Kevin Costner for movies. You signed the paper, and I'm done with your shit. No more name calling neither.
Quaid, you old blanket covered catfish.
What the fuck did I just say to you, boy? One more time, and I swear I'll lay you out.
Is that so, Quaid? You trash can full of pig vomit?
Real fucking funny, asshole. Take this, shit drinker.
Quaid punches for his face, but Kevin Costner catches it with his fist in his hand and says,
I don't like knuckle sandwiches. They're dry and hurt bad.
Kevin Costner squeezes his fist, making cracking noises as Quaid says in pain,
My hand! Let go! You're breaking it!
That I am, Quaid. You scab-infested sewer boy.
The hand makes crunching noises and breaks.
Ah! You broke my fucking hand!
And now, like several of my movies, I'm going to kill you.
Fuck you, Mr. Costner. The postman was dog shit.
You said masterpiece wrong.
Kevin Costner twists Quaid's arm behind his back and pushes him across the field, across the baseball field to the cornfield. Quaid yells in fear.
What the fuck are you doing to me?
My children must eat.
He pushes Quaid into the cornfield. Quaid says,
Ugh, hey, what are you kids doing out here? My hand is broken. Do you have a Band-Aid or know someone that can kiss it better?
The kids growl.
Why did your eyes just turn yellow? Zoing boing doing. My flesh! That's an owie! Get off me, kids! I'm not a delicious rotisserie chicken from the Walmart deli.
Quaid screams in pain as he dies.
Help me! I'm dying. Ugh. Here I come, Grandmama Moomies.
Grandmama Moomies. Sorry. Oh, Jesus. Two kids, a boy and a girl, come out of the cornfield dressed like 1940s farmers. You real idiot dickheads know the children of the corn look like. And the front of their shirts and faces are covered in blood. The creepy little boy named Horrorcast says, "Did we do good, Uncle Kevin Costner from movies?"
Real good, Horrorcast. I'm proud of you both.
The creepy little girl named Jessica says,
"That Quaid is yummy in my tummy."
Rhyming is a neat thing for you. Now listen, we have to feed you 3 more people and the prophecy will be complete.
Hail corn Satan!
"You said it, sister. We shall." What should we do?
What shall we do next?
Uncle Kevin
Costner.
Hold on. All right. And a 1, 2, 3. What shall we do next,
Uncle
Kevin Costner from movies? Yeah, it was really good of us.
First, let's get you dressed as normal kids instead of the Great Depression hillbillies. Second, we hit the local Chuck E. Cheese. Third, we talk to a mom and her kids into coming to the house. If they don't want to, I'll just tell them all about my excellent movies. They'll think I'm a cool boy and come over for sure.
A cool boy.
That's a flawless plan, Uncle Kevin Costner from movies.
Yay! Pizza! I'm going to be a real pepperoni boy.
Whoa. Calm down there, pepperoni boy. Last time you got too excited, you shit all over your pants. Even got on the front. Be like those bumper stickers and keep calm and salt life.
Pizza is gross if it has poop on it.
Kevin Costner looks at her irritated and says,
"Yeah, no shit, Jessica."
I wouldn't eat pizza with poop on it.
"He would taste bad like that."
What in the hell is wrong with you guys? Jesus, let's get inside and get ready. Goddamn bad potty kids.
Goddamn body kids.
Patty kids.
I don't even want to know what that is. You figure brother and sister would be on rhythm, but
not tonight.
It's that age difference. They go inside and upstairs to the bedroom. Kevin Costner pulls two suitcases out from under the bed and says,
"I put these here before, Quaid. That watered up pile of donkey snot got here. That's cool kids clothes in the suitcases. I'll be waiting in my cool boy car, revving the engine while I smile about my film career."
Just imagine him revving in his engine and like, "Oh, my film career." Shit. "We shall get dressed so we can get closer to fulfilling the prophecy."
"I shall get dressed in the washroom, for I must relieve my bowels immediately."
Great fucking story, you two. I'll be outside smoking a bunch of cigarettes through my career smile. Make it snappy, or I'll kill your pappy.
Rhyming is a
Rhyming
neat
is a
thing
neat
for
thing for
you. Smoking cigarettes through my career smile. Jesus Christ, I'm gonna be
You can't keep
sore.
it together.
I'm gonna be sore from laughing. I don't. It's the best when we laugh like this. Where the fuck are we? Okay.
Narrating after both kids.
Okay, yeah. He goes downstairs and to the car. The two weird little kids get dressed and walk out the front door. Kevin Costner is revving in is revving his engine and yells,
Woo! Yeah, shit, yeah. Nice threads.
Mordecai is dressed like Kevin Costner's character in Waterworld. And Jessica is dressed like Whitney Houston in The Bodyguard. Jessica says,
Do we look like real children, Uncle Kevin Costner from movies?
Of course you do, Jessica.
Am I seriously wearing a potato sack right now?
More or less. Now get in the car and let's book it to the movies I was in called Hold on. More or less. Now get in the car and let's book it. I like the movies I was in called Driver. Wait, that wasn't me. That was Goss. Anywho, away we go.
He drives really fast while Siri is talking over the speakers.
Kevin Costner. Kevin Costner. Kevin Costner.
It just repeats
awesome.
over and
Kevin
over
Costner.
the
Kevin
whole way.
Costner.
Kevin Costner yells,
Costner. Kevin Costner.
Woo!
Costner.
Fuck yeah! I love this song.
They pull up to the Chuck E. Cheese, park, and walk in. The host says,
Welcome to Chuck E. Cheese. Just 3 of you today? That is correct.
he bends down to look at the... Kevin Costner bends down to look at the host name tag and says,
Carl Cornbath. 3 of us.
That's right, motherfuckers. Carl Cornbath from the American Werewolf on Tinder scripts. Carl seats them and realizes who Kevin Costner is. He says,
Zoingy boing doing. You're dang Kevin Costner. That I am, Carl Cornbath. You sopping wet bag of duck cum. Whoa, that insult is extreme. Just like your action movies. Will you sign my sublime belly button tattoo? Fucking hey, right I will. Yip yip yow.
Carl lifts up his shirt and Kevin Costner spits on his belly button tattoo.
Whoa, Kevin Costner's spit. Extreme.
Kevin Costner takes his pointer finger and spells his name with a spit.
There you go, Carl. You underwear sniffing buffoon. I signed it in spit to relate to my game-changing movie, Waterworld. Thank you so much, dude. Your server will be right with you. I'm going to post my spit signature on the sexual relationship app Tinder. Carl Cornbath is going to have a pruned up finger by the end of the night. Ow!
I think that last line I've put in every script with Carl Cornbath. Anyways, fuck. Or at least the werewolf ones. Carl jogs off excited while yelling extreme.
Extreme! Extreme!
It's awesome that he's yelling extreme about someone writing in spit on his belly, but not. They spit on his stomach and then wrote a name, and he's like, extreme. Oh, man. Okay. Fucking where were we? Okay. Kevin Costner leans into the kids and says,
Okay, my creepy little goons. I want you to go play some games and find a couple of kids for you to eat. And hey, have some fun while you're at it, okay?
Yes, Uncle Kevin Costner from movies.
"Do we get to eat pizza this time?"
Fuck no! Pizza isn't for paranormal baby boys and girls. It's for strong men like me. I should make a movie about pizza. Now go play.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Yikes,
Yikes
Supreme! You got it, Uncle Kevin Costner from movies. We'll have to choreograph better when we both say shit at the same time, like any of us. Woo! Fuck. The kids run off to play, and Kevin Costner says to himself,
Goddamn kids. If they weren't here to fulfill the prophecy, I'd chop them into pieces while video recording it and convenience everyone. It's just another great arrogance. One more time.
What a convenience for y'all that I'm chopping these little fuckers up.
Goddamn kids. If they weren't here to fulfill the prophecy, I'd chop them into pieces while video recording it and convince everyone it was just another great movie I'm in. I'm a film boy.
A pretty lady starts walking towards Kevin Costner's table. He notices and pulls out cologne and a toothbrush. He sprays the cologne on the toothbrush and combs his hair with it. As she gets close, he sprays the cologne in his eyes. She says,
Excuse me, but aren't you Woody Harrelson?
He stands up blinded and says,
Hi, I'm not Woody Harrelson. I'm Kevin Costner from Open Range, a movie boy nonetheless.
Oh, of course. I always get you two mixed up because I'm really fucking stupid.
No worries at all, ma'am.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't introduce myself. My name is Bonnie. I'm here with my son and daughter for a fun-filled experience at this beautiful establishment.
Kevin Costner rubs his eyes and can see again. He says,
No shit. I'm here with my son and daughter too. That's so fucking crazy.
Cussing is a neat thing for you. I think we should come over to your house. The kids can play while we drink wine and talk about your movies.
Sounds like a plan.
The server comes over with a tray of water for the tables. She sets them down. And Kevin Costner grabs one and pours it in her face and says,
We're leaving, you fucking... Oh, okay. We're leaving, you fucking moron. Bonnie, you know what to do.
The server wipes her face and says, Why would you do that? Bonnie gets on her hands and knees behind the server, and Kevin Costner pushes her. She falls over on Bonnie and hits her head on the floor, spilling blood and killing her instantly. Bonnie gets up, and Kevin Costner says,
Oh shit, we accidentally killed her. Hurry, let's stomp her head in so it looks like we did it on purpose. We can't get in trouble that way.
Jesus. I forgot about that part. Make it look like we did it on purpose.
We can't get in trouble that way.
Okay, sorry, Maddie.
Good plan, Kevy baby.
They stomp her head into a bloody mush. The manager comes over and says, Hey, you can't murder in here. This isn't Dave and Buster's.
Relax, buddy. I'm just doing this to research my next acting gig. Besides, it's just delicious homemade strawberry Harry.
Oh, I see. Sorry to bother you then. Carl, get over here and eat this homemade strawberry Harry.
Yes, sir, Mr. Sir. Come on, Bonnie. Let's get the kids and skedaddle.
They run towards the skee ball games, and the kids are talking to each other. Kevin Costner says,
Hey, kids, let's go ahead and get the hell out of here.
Bonnie's daughter, Rebecca Thon, says,
I don't know you, motherfucker.
Bonnie gets mad and says,
Rebecca Thon, language. Bitch, you always be telling me not to talk to strangers.
You named your daughter Rebecca Thon?
Yes, and this is my son, Todd the Bod.
You named your son Todd the Bod?
Yes, our family has always been a rhyming is a neat thing for you family.
Todd the Bod creepily smiles and says in a weird voice, Hello, mister. I'm Todd the Bod. Do you like my name?
Yeah, great fucking name. I'm Kevin Costner from movies. Now that we all know each other, let's go to my home.
Now that we all know each other, let's go to my home. Mordecai and Jessica get excited and both say, Yay! Friendship! Rebecca says,
Sorry. Are you fucking serious right now? I told these creeps to leave us alone before you came up, and now we're going to their house? This is bullshit.
Todd the Bod smiles and says, I'm fine with the choice you've made, Mommy. I would like new friends to play Chinese checkers with.
Ugh, and here he goes again with that Chinese checkers shit. Rebecca-thon, that's enough.
Bonnie leans down to Rebecca-thon and quietly says,
God damn it, Rebecca-thon, you better not ruin this for me. He's Kevin Costner from movies, and he's loaded with currency. Moolah, cash flow. So he can buy us cool shit? Yes, if you straighten up. Let's do this shit, Mama.
Bonnie smiles and raises back up. She looks at Kevin Costner and says,
All right, looks like we're ready to skedaddle.
I played Wyatt Earp in the movie Wyatt Earp.
Yeah, that's good. Let's get going.
They drive back to the farmhouse. As they pull in, Todd the Bod says, Wow. Oh, a baseball field a baseball field for the batting boys. Rebecca Thon looks at him disgusted and says,
The batting boys? Fuck, you're weird.
Bonnie is overjoyed and says,
Holy Ronald Reagan, that's a beautiful house. Does it have rooms?
Of course it has rooms. Scrawny Bonnie. It's a house. All houses have rooms.
Mordecai jumps up from the back seat, grabs Kevin Costner's shoulder, and says in a creepy, raspy voice,
Rhyming is a neat thing for you, Uncle Kevin Costner from movies.
Sure is, Mordecai. You trash bag full of used poop.
Bonnie leans in and they aggressively make out.
I
like the random moans. Bonnie pulls away smiling and says,
I just love how you insult your children. It's sexy.
Speaking of sexy, I show my butt in movies. Let's go inside. I'll show you around. Maybe we could put on one of my butt movies.
I like butt movies.
Excellent.
Excellent. Shit, I'm trying to get my next page. They all go inside. Kevin Costner shows them the basically empty house besides that one bed. He opens a closet downstairs and there's a bunch of board games. He turns around and says,
"Game night, you ugly grocery bags full of fish guts. Game night."
They play games for hours and have a blast. Even Rebecca-thon is having fun. They play Clue, Sorry, Uno, Operation, an awkward game of Truth or Dare, and a 5-hour game of Monopoly. The game is down to Kevin Costner and Rebecca-thon. Kevin rolls the dice and says,
"This is what it comes down to, Rebecca-thon. You fucking smelly piece of rat shit."
Bonnie kisses Kevin Costner on the cheek and says,
"Yeah, Kevin Costner from movies. Insult the children. Insult the children."
He rolls and Rebecca-thon takes the last of his money. He screams,
"No! Fuck you, Rebecca-thon."
I'm the lord of the land, motherfucker.
"Not fair. Kevin Costner from movies. No like you."
He flips the board and Todd the Bod has himself a stress puke.
Mean movie, man. Mean.
"You puked on my floor, you little asshole. This time has come. The time has come, children. Now."
Mordecai grabs Todd the Bod by the hair and slams his face into the puke on the floor over and over again while screaming and laughing. Die! Die, Todd the Bod, die!
Let go of my brother.
Rebecca-thon runs to help, gets tackled by Jessica. Jessica says,
"I don't think so, think butt."
Rebecca-thon hits her head on the fireplace when tackled and dies instantly. Bonnie screams and says,
My babies, no. I'm fine with insults, but death is a bad naughty.
Kevin Costner grabs her throat and says,
"You're next, bitch."
Let me go, dickhead.
Goodbye, Bonnie.
He slams her head against the wall, smashing a hole where she is stuck. He takes his knife out, slashes her throat, and then stabs her in the stomach. Right before she dies, she says,
Field of Dreams is dog shit. It's a movie for bad potty boys.
Kevin Costner leans into her and says,
"Bad potty boys? I don't even want to know what that is."
He lets go, steps back, and says,
"Mordecai, Jessica, let's get these slimy dickweeds out to the field.
Yes, Uncle Kevin Costner from movies, we shall fulfill the prophecy."
The sacred journey is at an end. Hail, Kevin Costner from movies.
"You like me? You really like me? Yip, yip, yow. Let's go to the goddamn baseball diamond."
Let's go to the goddamn baseball diamond. He grabs the two dead fucking kids and drags them by their hair. He says,
"You two grab Bonnie. The dumpster full of scabs."
Okay.
Shouldn't we grab?
I said, grab Bonnie.
Mordecai grabs her arms and Jessica grabs her ankles. They follow Kevin Costner out the back door into the baseball field. The kids drop the body and run into the cornfield. They come back out with 3 wooden crosses and hammer one on first, second, and third base. Kevin Costner says,
"This is just like the major motion picture I was in called Mr. Brooks. Because I kill people. I'm a star, baby."
They tie the dead bodies to the crosses. Bonnie on first, Rebecca Thon on second, and Todd the Bod on third. Kevin Costner runs to the plate and picks up a wooden bat. He gets in the batter's box and yells,
Hordekai, you get on that mound. You'll be the fast boy pitcher.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Jessica, you be the tough catcher girl.
You got it, Kevy.
Hold on. Sorry. All right. We have to get this right the first time, or we have to start from scratch. One up to bat, and I have to hit a homer. Let's do this, kids. You buckets of squirrel bile.
Yip,
Yip,
yow!
yow!
Yip,
Yip, yow!
yip,
Yip,
yow! Kevin Costner gets in batting position, and Hordekai throws a pitch, and it's way outside. Kevin Costner says,
God damn it, Hordekai. Focus.
He throws another, and Kevin Costner hits a foul by third base. He says,
Zippy. Okay, Kevin Costner from movies. You can do this. You played a baseball man in movies.
Zippy. Hordekai throws another, and it's an inside for a ball.
Come on, Hordy. You can do this.
Yeah, Hordekai. Throw it down the middle like a good pitcher boy.
He throws another inside ball.
Throw it down the middle, Hordekai. You toilet full of bloody diarrhea.
Yakko Supreme. Well, here goes nothing. He throws a fastball right down the middle, and Kevin Costner swings and misses.
Fuck. All right. Just like that, but a little slower. This is over. Last chance.
This is our last chance.
This is our last chance.
Come on, Hordekai. You can do it.
Oh, boy. I just nervously shit my pants.
Pitch the fucking thing.
It's a full count, and Hordekai throws the exact pitch, but slower. Kevin Costner smashes it to center field for a home run. The kids cheer. Yay!
Yes! Yes! Go
Yay!
Hordekai!
Hip hip yappy! Hip hip yappy!
Boingy boingy!
Yay! I did it! The prophecy is complete.
He crosses home, and the sky turns red, and a loud voice comes from the cornfield. I am he that walks behind the rows. You have fulfilled the prophecy, and now you shall be rewarded greatly.
I just had an excitement fit.
This rules dicks and asses.
Yay. I reward. Thank you, master.
All of a sudden, the corn cobs rip from the plants and pile on the home plate area. The voice says, Young dung pookie pie, shine box poppy locks, shred kitty narbait, and alakaboozle. All the corn starts glowing bright gold. A vicious lightning bolt hits the corn immediately, turning it into creamed corn. All the sky goes back to normal, and they all cheer. Yeah!
Yeah! Yeah! The prophecy is complete. Now we eat.
Grinding is a neat thing for you.
Kevin Costner pulls out 3 spoons, and they eat till they can't eat anymore. That's right. The prophecy fulfillment is just creamed corn to eat, and that's it. Ha ha ha. LOL. Fuck you. The end. All right. God damn.
That
I'm
was
like
a journey.
sore. My throat might hurt. I think I was laughing so hard it made my sinuses start doing some action.
disturbing your sinuses.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Well, that was a lot of fun, guys. That was Children of the Cornfield of Dreams. Fucking shit, man. I got like tears and shit, man.
Yeah, I think we all needed a good laugh like that.
Yeah. Well, awesome, man. That was a good episode. I'm BJ. I'm glad you're back, man. That was
me too. It was awesome.
That was a good one to come back on, man. I'm glad we're like doing some games and shit like that, and we're gonna continue to try to make shit up and all that stuff. But
yeah,
if you guys are liking the show, like give us a share on Facebook and all that stuff, and our YouTube channel, like subscribe to that, like that.
Yeah.
All the stuff that involves social media and internet, do that.
Yes,
do that.
Definitely.
Do that.
Follow us on
do
all
as
of
we
that
say.
Stuff.
And we will see you guys the next time we put an episode out, which could be anywhere from a week to maybe a little more than a week. We'll end up seeing.
Yeah. It's hard to schedule in a world of shit. All right. Well, you guys got anything to say before we get the fuck out of here?
No, I'm excited to watch Goodbye Mommy.
Hey, me too.
Yeah. Stay spooky, guys.
Stay spookier in hell.